Hi everyone, I am Jenlene Nowak, aka Ms. Mosaic, and I am really excited to be here today. I want to give a shout out to Bisque Imports and the whole team there for inviting me to give a little overview about my business, Ms. Mosaic, and how I've kind of had to pivot during everything that is going on currently with COVID-19. So thank you, Savannah and Samantha and Chelsea and DJ. I'm excited to be here. So I kind of want to jump in and I want to share a little bit about my business, about how I got started and all that good stuff. I'm going to jump in and talk about social media and how I'm using it, how I'm using some of the take and make kits from Bisque Imports, how I am doing my own personal kits and customizing them, and also I'm going to show you a little bit of direct method mosaic making when we get towards the end. So first of all, like I said, my name is Jenlene, and my business is Ms. Mosaic. I'm the caterer of creativity. And my business is providing mosaic experiences to people. And I normally do that in person. So I've had the opportunity to do many events. I've done a lot of social events at wineries, at senior centers. I've done a lot of celebratory events. And most recently, I was able to coordinate with one of my good friends and local business owners in my hometown who owns a tea house. And I had a pop-up mosaic shop at the tea house. So that was really awesome because I was able to provide arts to my community. But unfortunately, it got cut short because of everything happening with current events. But it was still an amazing thing that I was able to do. And I'm going to go back to community and partnerships later. So I just wanted to mention that straight off the bat here. So as we all know, the world has changed a little bit in the past couple months and businesses have changed. And I, for one, have had to truly change and pivot how I'm doing business because I can no longer go and have an event in person. And that is a big part of Ms. Mosaic. I provide experiences and I'm there to teach you how to have fun and be social and do something different. So when this all happened, I had to quickly think about how am I still going to provide an experience, but not be in front of someone. So I'm lucky because I had a lot of resources, a lot of materials, and I have Bisque Imports, which is awesome because they have really helped with my kits and what I'm providing. So I think what I want to do is first talk about kind of the technology side and how lucky we are. We're lucky that we have so many platforms to share our teaching and our experiences on. So like everyone else, I have Zoomed. I think I've Zoomed every day, multiple times a day. That's amazing for me and my business because I am able to interact with people. I'm able to hear them. I'm able to see them. They're able to see me. We're able to share the experience together, even though we are not, physically in the same space. So if you haven't used Zoom, I highly suggest it. Other things I've used FaceTime a lot. I've used Skype. I've even used Facebook Messenger. There's a video feature to that. I was helping somebody grow a couple weeks ago and saw the whole thing right through Facebook Messenger. So you can do it that way. And we also have access to places to post links. So if you don't want to go live or you're not having a workshop live, you can pre-record something. You can upload a link to YouTube. You can use your cell phone and literally just video yourself and upload it. I mean, it is a beautiful world we are living in where technology is so accessible and right at our fingertips. So the other thing is I've gone on old-fashioned phone calls and actually talked to people, talked them through the mosaic making process. So we can always go old school and just get on the phone. So just know that technology is our friend, and we are so lucky to live in the day and age that we do because we have access to so much cool stuff. So let me talk a little bit about how I have shifted my business. So like I had told you, in-person experiences. I get so much out of facilitating them. I get excited by the energy in the room. I get excited by someone having a light bulb go off, like, oh my gosh, I can be creative. That was kind of a bummer when it was taken away. So I was thinking about ways I could still provide an experience to people. And so I quickly thought about kits. What better way than to send a mosaic making kit to someone's home, and they open it up and they can still have the experience. And then they can still have access to me. They can have access to a link to my workshop, or they can call me and I can still, I can still provide the experience. So something that's been really cool and different for me in my local community is that I'm actually delivering mosaics to people. So that has opened up a whole new experience for me personally, because there's a lot to think about. On the funny side, I say I'm kind of like a pizza delivery girl, except I'm delivering mosaics. And it's neat because I can get on the phone with people and they can tell me what colors they want and what surfaces they want and what they want to make, and I can customize it and I can put it in a pack and I can deliver it. But there's also the kind of the serious side and the nature of what's going on, and having to be really careful about what I'm touching and what I'm breathing on, and how I'm packaging things and how I'm being really safe. So there's lots of things to consider in this shift. So I just want you to know, if you're feeling all those feelings, it's totally normal. And, you will come up with ways to kind of shift and make things safe for everybody. But so not only am I mailing out mosaics, I'm also delivering them. And like I said, totally fun. And that's something that you could integrate right into your business if you're not doing it. I call my car the Mosaic Mobile now, and it's kind of cute. So it's fun. Another thing that I have done, I have created an Etsy shop, but there are so many ways for you to sell a kit or a product these days. It doesn't have to just be on Etsy. I started out with creating a Google form and just accepting orders that way. And when I started out, I really had no idea what I was doing. I just kind of created a form, put pictures up, and then I kind of evolved as I got to be more comfortable with the whole process. So know that, like, in addition to delivering and mailbox mosaics, you can create an online store, and you can, it doesn't just have to be completely sales. Like, my experience is still an experience. I may be selling a product such as a kit, but I'm also selling my experience. So once somebody purchases something, I'm following up with an email and a link to my YouTube station with a link to my class. So just know it doesn't have to be a transactional thing. It could definitely still be something that is an experience that people are getting a creative outlet out of. So let me kind of jump in here and talk about my kits and about the Bisque Imports kits, because they're amazing and awesome. And I want to kind of show you how I'm using them for Mizz Mosaic, but you could totally use them for your business and customize them for your needs. So I was really drawn to their large take and make mosaic kit, and it is a circular mirror. So I like the mirror to begin with because it's actually useful, and it has a nice little hanger on the back, so you can hang this up on your wall, and it gives you a lot of surface area to create on. So I like this project to begin with. But the thing I really liked about the Bisque Imports kit is that they provide you with a nice selection of tiles, tessera for the fancy mosaic term for tile. So you get a nice selection in colors. You get a thing of glue, and then you also get grout. And grout is the cement you put in between the space. So that's nice. And then they offer something really nice and cool and different. They actually send you some paints so that you can paint the inside and the outside of the surface. So and some brushes. So I thought that was kind of nice. The other thing is that you get directions with the kits that Bisque Import sends, and you can customize these. You can kind of use, they made it really, really easy for us. You can use their language and you can customize it to your own business. So I had a little fun with some of their marketing materials, and I created a marketing campaign for Mother's Day for Ms. Mosaic. So what I did, if you went on any of my social media, you might see that I actually integrated their sample mirror into my marketing. So I'm calling it the DIY Ray of Sunshine Mosaic kit. So you don't just have to do it for moms. I mean, you could use it as mosaic anything. But the thing that I really liked is that the colors actually matched my logo, and it kind of works out perfectly, as you can see. So you can do fun stuff like that. I really am enjoying how customizable their kits are and how fun it is, and it makes people happy. A lot of people have come to me and said, "Oh, Jenlene, I really enjoy your social media because it's so bright and cheery, and it's fun because it's easily adaptable." So I'm all about the kits. So you can use their pre-made kit and custom do it custom to your business. But I also have been using just some of their surfaces or substrates for different kits that I'm selling. Last weekend, I was having a collaboration with one of my friends who's a swim coach. And so now I'm going to kind of shift into community collaborations and collaborating with other small businesses who may do nothing like what you do. So I find it's really interesting and fun to forge these partnerships because you can be really creative with mosaics. That's the beauty of mosaic making. I mean, you can mosaic plaques and tables and rocks and coasters. I mean, anything under the sun, basically. So it's really, it's a really cool way to partner with other people. So my swim coach friend is not able to have swim lessons right now with COVID-19, and she's missing all of her little junior swimmers. And she wanted a way for them to still connect and to celebrate their season, and to she wanted to let them know that she cares about them and thinks about them, and they need to, still feel really good about all their accomplishments. So we decided to come up with a You're a Star kit. And I was able to customize this with my Ms. Mosaic sticker and put a You're a Star message on it. But this is a surface from Bisque Imports, another one that you can hang on the wall. It's awesome. I love these that can hang on the wall. They're just nice, and they look really good. So we ended up having a Zoom call, and I facilitated the art portion of the class. And then Coach Tracy was on there talking to her swimmers, and she was telling them about, she wanted them to just talk and know that she was still thinking about them. And they shared cool stories about their swimming successes and their competitions and all sorts of fun stuff. And I was able to send them, deliver, actually, because they were all local. I was able to deliver them the color of tile that they wanted to use on their mosaic. So here's a little example of one that was done previously by another friend of mine named Caterer. And they turn out really cute. And you could see, like, we used black grout on this one, and there's barely any cutting. This is all pre-cut tile, and you can see that it's fairly simplistic, but looks really cool. And the whole experience is awesome. The little swimmers had a blast just seeing each other, and they were able to sit at home at their kitchen table and make a mosaic. The other thing is, I want to show you another example of the star. This is another one that I love because there's mirror on it, and mirror looks really great. And this is all just this is called crazy paving, the inside part of the mosaic making. So I used a wheel tile nipper on this one, which is a more advanced method of mosaic making. But as you can tell, it's pretty abstract, it's pretty random, but it all comes together with the mirror. And I was able to use a white tile and glue it down, and I'm able to write messages on this mosaic. So as you can see, I wrote rock star on this one. with a dry erase marker. So you can change the message every day if you wanted. So that's just another way you can customize a mosaic piece. So we had a lot of fun. And with my kits is essentially the same as the Mizz import kits. I send a little bottle of glue. I send a tile pack, grout. And I usually use a very, either white or gray or black, something that's, it's not going to compete too much with any color. And then I send a little mixing stick, and then I send directions. And what I decided, at one point I was trying to really minimalize what I was sending, just because I didn't want to use anything extra. And I'm always conscientious of what we're throwing out and putting into the earth. First, when I was doing the kits, I would just follow up with an email right away and send a link, and I wasn't putting any paper or anything into the package. But then I realized people still do like to see directions, and they like to know, when they see something, they want to see everything as part of the kit. So I decided to print out a little postcard that goes with all of my kits. And I put very simplistic directions on the postcard. So people just have like an at a glance. They're still going to get my follow-up email with the link, but they have this right in front of them, and it makes them feel better. And it's really easy. And it's a good way for you as the business owner. You can showcase your logo. You can put your social media links on it, and I actually use the back as a note card. So I'm old-fashioned. I actually like to write handwritten notes. So I put a handwritten note on the back, and then I send it off. So this is a nice way. You're not using a ton of paper. You can print out 4 of these on one sheet, front and back, and it makes a nice little touch point for you. So I was talking about how we've shifted, being able to use technology. So I say just kind of embrace technology right now, use it, kind of just go for it, making collaborations with people in your community and other business owners. I'm lucky that I am surrounded by a lot of cool and awesome businesses. And it's not only that we're partnering, but these people are sharing my posts, they're liking posts, they are making comments, and through them sharing, I'm getting a whole new audience. So I would say embrace it, embrace the social aspect of anything you can at this point, because I feel like we're going to be doing it for a while. And why not? It's easy and it's at our fingertips. So take advantage of that. So I think right now I want to just kind of jump into something very easy, and that would be showing you how to do a very, very simple direct method mosaic. I like to do coasters. This is just a simple coaster. You can get it at Home Depot. It's not even a coaster. You know what the secret is? It's a tile. Yep, it's a bathroom tile. I'm sure I'm not the only one who knows the secret, but these are awesome to do and make mosaics out of, because it's a nice flat surface and it's pretty inexpensive, and you get a lot of them. So you can make lots of nice gifts and kits and stuff like that. I feel like a good, easy way to make a mosaic is making something that you don't have to cut. And I like the ombre look of going from light to dark. So this is just a project I did that is actually a hot plate. But I like the design, and I feel like I wanted to make a set of coasters to go with this. So this is so simple. A lot of people come to me and they're like, I'm not creative. I don't even want to make a mosaic. I have no interest in this. This is too hard. And I always say, if you were able to glue a piece of macaroni down as a kid onto a plate, you can make a mosaic. And a lot of people they're scared. They start stressing out because maybe they're type A and they want it to look a certain way. And the other thing I like to tell people is this doesn't have to be a family heirloom or a masterpiece. You can actually do it for the experience, and then you can give it away or you can throw it in the garbage. But they actually don't look bad. They all turn out cute. I really have never seen a mosaic look bad. So what I do is I have a ton of tile here, and I'm using Venetian tile. So that means it has a smooth side and a bumpy side. And I just kind of picked all of the colors that I want to use. And I'm doing ombre, so I picked all of those colors. So when you do direct method mosaic making, it's so simple. All you're doing is directly putting tile onto a surface. So you get some glue. I like to use Weld Bond glue, but any craft glue will do. And really, all you're doing is you're putting glue on the back of the tile. And you'll notice with the Venetian tile, there's little bumps. Those are traditionally glued down. And then you just kind of glue it down. I'm going to try to show you guys what I'm doing here. You just kind of glue it down onto the surface. So this is going to be a little difficult for me to show because I am trying to not get this to slide, but that's basically the direct method. It's directly putting tile down, leaving a little space in between, and then letting it dry. I like to let the glue dry for 24 hours. It dries clear even though it goes on white. And then I like to grout the next day. There are times when you can actually use a blow dryer and get the glue to dry quicker, and you could do it sooner than 24 hours if you're in a rush. But why be in a rush? You know, experience the art of mosaic making. So yes, I think that that's about all I have for today. But I wanted to kind of look into the comments to see if anybody has any questions for me. Or Bisque Imports. I think that they've already responded. Good. Great. I am so excited and so happy to have had this opportunity. And I want to thank Savannah and the gang over at Bisque Imports for the fun. I also want to mention that their kits are available through drop ship now, which means you can actually go to their site, you can order them, and you can send them out, and they're not branded. So they are unbranded, and they will come from your name and your address. So you can send them directly from Bisque Imports without having them shipped to you, and then you ship them out. And this is so dreamy because I literally last week was thinking, I wish there was a way for me to send these kits out without them having to come to me first, because it just, you know, people want to do mosaics. We want to give the people what they want. And then I get an email that said they're doing drop ship. So it's super cool, and I'm so excited to try out that feature. But don't forget, you can also use what you have at home in terms of your inventory, and you can put your own creative spin and customize your kits like I do. It's super fun. I also wanted to say, don't be afraid of using your own personality in your marketing. I do it all the time. I think that putting through individual personality says a lot about your business, and I think you're going to attract the people that you're meant to attract by being authentic and by being yourself. So embrace all of these amazing resources and have a lot of fun. And feel free to check me out. I'm at Mizz Mosaic. That's Mizz Mozaic. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm also at MizzMosaic.com, all with Z's. And if you need anything, please let us know. Check out Bisque Imports, and stay safe and healthy, and keep making mosaics. They're super fun. And have a good day, everyone. Thank you.